Hey, what's up? It's Monet. This is day one of the Christmas vlog. Let's get started. So, I have a story to talk to you all about first and foremost. So, at my job, I'm cool with everyone that I work with. Because we just laid back for real. Like, at my job, it's like real chill. So, you don't really have to interact with the other team members. You strictly deal with customers or whatever. So in my department, we all get along. We all know each other. We know about everyone's personal life, and when I say personal life, like their background, and we pretty much comfortable around one another. So one of my coworkers actually came up with the idea, hey, why don't we all go out for drinks and something to eat? So by my job, it was a restaurant that had literally just opened up, and everyone was already talking about how they wanted to try out the restaurant. So we was like, okay, hey, this is a good time for everybody to kind of connect on a different level outside of work and kind of, when you work somewhere, I don't care what nobody say. Any job I've worked at, I always thought to myself, I wonder how this person act outside of work every time. So it was a no brainer for me when the idea was brought up. I basically was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. I didn't care. So everyone pretty much agreed on meeting up at the restaurant, for a couple drinks, get something to eat, and hang out or whatever, kind of, vent about job, whether it's good or bad, or vent about our personal life. We basically like a family, a dysfunctional family. And the reason I say we dysfunctional, because like any other family, like we don't always agree with each other, but at the same time, we respect each other. We've never had any instances where anyone's felt threatened. And when I say threatened, I mean by remarks somebody made. In some jobs I've worked in, there's been people that said stuff that I was offended by or I felt threatened by. With this job that I'm at now, it's not like that. Everybody's pretty cool with each other, and we kind of know each other limits, and know when somebody's getting mad, like we able to identify with how we are feeling with each other, so we know. So I can tell when I'm making somebody upset or rubbing somebody the wrong way, so like I said, we know each other limits. So we go to the bar. I'll just call it the bar. So we go to the bar. I arrived with my friend. Me and her was already well aware that this was gonna be an adventure because of my job. Like, we so close and cool that we talk about any and everything. Like, we'll talk about the most random things. Like, I'll talk about how my niece had me up all night, or for instance, just personal family stuff. Like, we talk about any and everything. Nothing is off limits. We keep it fun, fun. And not all the time you kind of want to focus on work. Sometimes you do want to make it fun and kind of, have a little distraction. So we do come up with other topics to talk about. So back to the story. So me and my friend arrived up there at the same time because she didn't know how to get there. Now, I didn't know how to get there either, but I had the address. So I used my good old trusty Google Maps. I promise you, if it was not for Google Maps, I wouldn't make it nowhere. I'm so horrible with directions. I literally, shoot, I feel like I get lost going home. And that's ridiculous. But we eventually arrived there. So we go inside, and I was kind of shocked because you know how sometimes you'll schedule an event for some friends or with your family, and people be like, yeah, I'm going, I'm gonna come, or I'm on my way, and don't come. I kind of had that thought in my mind, like, okay, a lot of people saying they gonna come, but they ain't gonna come. But I was shocked when I went in and saw that actually a lot of people did come, which was good because I feel like, we should connect. outside of work, get to know each other better. We sit by each other every day for about 8, 9 hours a day. We might as well, get to know each other a little better. So we, me and my friend went inside and met with the, other coworkers. And it was so many of us that they literally had to put several tables together. Which anytime that does happen in a restaurant, I don't know about y'all, but I be so embarrassed. Like, oh my God, there's so many of us. Like, they have to pull tables. It's just like this feeling of embarrassment I get. Cause I'm like, okay, it's so many of us. So we go in or whatever, and I'm like, do I really want to drink? Or do I just, want to get something to eat? Because, and the reason I was kind of questioning if I did want to get something to eat was because I had not eaten all that day. Like, I didn't eat lunch because I knew we was going to this bar. And this bar had, like, a bunch of good food. So I'm like, because I know me and how I am with my appetite. If I ate at lunch, I was not going to be hungry for the bar. So I just was like, I'm not going to eat anything for lunch. I'll just wait for the, till we go to the bar. And I didn't want to drink on an empty stomach. So what I said I was going to do was I was going to get an appetizer first. And then I would get something to drink. But as soon as me and my friend walked in, they literally was like, bartender, bring some more shots. And me and my friend looked at each other like, but I didn't want to be rude and be like, I don't want no shot. And then, certain liquor just hit me hard. I tend to stick to light liquor because dark liquor, that's my enemy. And I ain't trying to mess with it. It just, I'll wake up and I remember nothing, how I got home, how I got my clothes off, none of that. And so I don't mess with dark liquor. So we sit down. Of course, they tell me some bartender bring some shots. So of course, the, waiter we had at our table, we had so many people that we had to have 2 waiters. But it was a particular waiter that waited where me and my friend was sitting. Like, one was on our end and then the other one was on the far end. So the waiter that was on my end, she brought our drinks pretty quick. And I was like, good God. Sometimes when you order a drink, it does kind of take them a little time to bring it to you. So it kind of surprised me that they made the drinks so fast because I'm like, dang, I was hoping my appetizer came before they brought my drink. So the drink came or whatever, and I was trying to play it off. Like, yeah, I'm just, waiting on my food. And of course, everybody else drinking, but me and my friend, because we waiting on our appetizer. So they like, come on, y'all, drink. And then, of course, you got that one person. Come on, everybody, let's do a toast. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, girl, we just gonna have to take this shot. My friend said, I know. It wasn't even no more fighting it. So we all said cheers. And, we was like, here's to, being in an environment where you feel like you working with family. That's one thing I can say is everyone I work with, we so cool with each other. It's ridiculous. Like, literally, like, even my supervisors, like, our supervisors literally ask us all the time, how do y'all deal with each other all the time? I'm like, we just do. We just all click with each other. So, like I said, we know what each other's limits is. So there's no reason for anybody to clash if we know what to and not to say, So me and my friend took our shot finally, and then 5 minutes later, my appetizer came. So I quickly, when I tell y'all, when my appetizer came, I legit started eating that stuff so fucking fast. Legit. When I go to restaurants, I stick to what I know. I don't try nothing new because I ain't got time to get something that sound good on the menu. Then I get it and be pissed off because it's nasty. I stick to what I know. So I got my good old trusty buffalo wings. Yes, I did. So my buffalo wings came. It was so good. I don't know what kind of season they had on their chicken, but it was extremely good. And I was just like, okay. You know how you eat something, you like, okay, I might gotta come back to y'all. It was one of those moments. So as we eating and drinking and when we was talking, I started noticing, when I'm out drinking with people, I pay attention to how many drinks people get. So one of my coworkers in particular, she's young like me, mid 20s. She's married and she has, a baby. I'm not lying, y'all, she legit had 6 shots and 2 cups of beers. I don't know how she held all that liquor down. I still don't know to this day how she held all that liquor down. So I was keeping my eye on her because typically when I go out drinking with friends, I always try to stay sober in case I gotta drive somebody home. I'm never gonna let anybody drive home drunk or whatever. I guess you call me designated driver. I take the name. So she was literally throwing him back like she ain't got no filter. Like she was drinking it. I don't even understand how she was able to drink them shots back to back to back to back like that, like legit. So I'm watching her. So by the time she had 6 shots and 2 cups of beers, by the time she got done with her second beer, I'm like, okay, we're gonna call her Becky. I'm like, okay, Becky, you don't need no more drinks. Come on, you need to get something to eat. I said, you want to get something to eat? I'll tell the waiter to bring it what you want. So, she said, I want to try the fried green beans. So I started bugging up because you know how drunk people sound when they talk. So she was like, I want the fried green beans. That's how she was talking, and I legit almost peed on myself from laughing, but I didn't want to laugh at her face or whatever. So, the reason I won't laugh in front of her face is because she's an emotional drinker. She's one of those people that'll start crying while they drink. So I'm like, I don't want to laugh at her face because I don't want to make it worse than what it is. And then she started crying, and then people looking at me like I done did something to her, like I done hurt her feelings. I'm like, nope, not finna happen, not finna be me. No, that not I. So after she told me what she wanted, I put in the order with the waitress, and the waitress brought it probably like 10 or 15 minutes later. Like this restaurant, literally, you order something, you getting your food in like 10, 15 minutes. Most restaurants you go to, when you order something like Applebee's or Chili's, you waiting a good almost 30 minutes before your food come out, and it pisses me off every time. And God forbid they packed and ain't got no seats and got the nerve to tell you it's a 2-hour wait. No. No. I went to 54th Street one day and they told us we had an hour wait. I said, no. I'm gonna lose my appetite after 10 minutes. Like, no. Like, when I'm hungry and they tell me and I hear foolishness, I become hangry. And that's a sight don't nobody wanna see. So I'm just like, I ain't got time for it or whatever. So she got her food. She still was drunk. And I'm paying attention to the other people. So one of my other coworkers, we gonna call him Bob. He was lit. When I say he was beyond lit, this man literally, cause he's more of a beer drinker. Like he'll take some shots, but he's more of a beer drinker, So he do that for a living. Like he legit. Like if you call him right now, what you doing? Drinking a beer, sitting back, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette. Like he about that life. So he had at least 8 beers, and I'm just watching him because I don't want him to get so drunk to the point he can't drive home because he has 3 kids, one of them a newborn on top of that. And then, one thing about him is he drinks a lot, but he can hold a lot of liquor before he get to that point of no return, when it comes to being drunk. So I was paying attention to him, like even though he had 8 drinks, he kept eating. And everybody know if you drunk, the more you eat, it kind of absorbs up some of the alcohol or whatever. So I kept forcing him to eat some of the food I had. So as I was doing that, I kept seeing it go down, and then he'll drink it, and it'll go up, and then I give him some more food, and it'll go down. So me and my friend, we only had 2 drinks. We was like, look, we not doing no more than 2. I barely wanted to do 2 because we was all the way in the county, and we was in deep county, and I said it was gonna take me a good 20-30 minutes to get to my house. So I knew I wasn't gonna be drinking a lot. And the same thing with my friends. So it was me, her, and another guy. We was the only sober ones, and everybody else was lit. So we all got there around 4:30. We did not leave until almost 9 o'clock. And it's crazy because I didn't even know that time went by like that. Like I was there bugging up because drunk people are funny. Drunk people are funny to me, so my friends kept cracking me up, saying funny stuff. At one point, one of my coworkers, he an emotional drinker, he got to coming around to everybody saying, "I love you. I just want you to know I love you. You are my family. I would take a bullet for you." And I'm just over there enjoying every minute of it, trying not to laugh. So at one point, 2 of the coworkers was getting into an argument, 2 male coworkers. And me and my friend that I came in with, we're going to call her Angela. Me and Angela noticed that the 2 guys were kind of getting heated with each other. Everybody else was kind of in a zone, drinking and talking to everybody else. So me and her, took it upon ourselves to kind of get up and intervene. Because at this point, they was just having a heated exchange of words. So we came over there and we changed the subject, and kind of stopped the conversation or stopped the subject that they was talking about. So after we dissolved that, when I realized what time it was, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. I know for sure I have not been up here for no 4.5 hours. I ain't never been in no bar for no 4.5 hours. No, no. So I'm like, okay, I'm about getting ready to go. My friend Angela, like, yeah, me too. She's like, I don't be out like this, and I said, me too. I'm a homebody, like for real. Unless I'm going to see my family, I'm in the house. So we, getting ready to go. So we making sure now, me and Angela making sure everybody else is good, cause everybody been drinking. Me, Angela, and another coworker, a male coworker. We are the only 3 that wasn't, drunk. So us 3 was trying to make sure everybody else was good before we left. So everybody else that was drunk, we called them Ubers. Uber came, picked them up, took them home. Now, it came down to me, Angela, and the other male coworker that wasn't drunk. We gonna call him. What we gonna call him? We gonna call him Martin. So me, Angela, and Martin, we was all still there because it was a couple of the employees still there that we knew was too drunk. Bob was still there, the one that had got into the heated exchange. The other coworker that he got into the heated exchange with was still there. So we was trying to figure out how they was gonna get home. So in the midst of us talking to, and then there was another female that was still there too. She was drunk too. She was so drunk, so drunk. I'm talking to her, and I'm like, "How are you gonna get home?" She barely understanding what I'm saying. I'm asking her because she hadn't paid her bill yet because she had got a bunch of drinks plus some food or whatever. So I'm like, the waiter came over there like she ready to go. I'm like, yeah, bring her bill or whatever. So she comes over there and I'm asking, telling the girl like, yeah, this your total, where your, money, and I'm trying to say it slow to kind of get it through her head, to pay her bill. So Martin, the sober guy that was with me and Angela, he, was like, look, he told the waiter, like, look, you know what, don't worry about it. I paid, just give me the receipt. So I gave him the receipt and he paid for it or whatever. So we steady asking her, like, How you gonna get home? And she's like, I'm gonna drive. And we was like, no, you're not. She has one of those cars where it's a keyless start, so she really don't have to have a key. Just go. She just need the key fob and push the button in her car to start it up. So she kept trying to go to her car, and we kept telling her no. So once we figured out where the other two employees were, the ones that got into the argument, they wound up leaving and going home. So my friend Martin, the sober guy that was with me and Angela, he was like, I'll stay here because she told us that she had called an Uber. She went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes. When she came back out, she's like, I called an Uber. Like, she said it kind of drunk, but I'm like, okay, well, she, kind of coherent. Maybe she did call the Uber. So Martin was like, I'll wait inside with her until her Uber gets here. So me and Angela was like, okay, you sure? We was like, you sure you don't want us to wait with you? He was like, yeah. So me and Angela leaving and going home. So I finally make it home and I call Martin. Literally, like, it was like between 20-30 minutes later I made it home. As soon as I walked in my door, I put down my purse and I called Martin. I said, hey, did you make it home? I just want to make sure you made it okay. He said, no, I'm still up here. I said, excuse me? I said, it's an Uber on the way. He gonna say, I don't know. She said it was. I said, well, where's she at? He was like, she at the bar. He said, I'm sitting outside by her car making sure she don't try to be slick and come to her car and try to drive. And I was like, okay, yeah, you do that because I don't want her to drive. So he's sitting outside 15. I was like, okay, well, let me call Angela, get her up to date. Because me and Angela, before we left, we asked the girl, we said, hey, do you want us to drive you home? Because sometimes, I know how I am. I'm not going to feel comfortable with a man driving me home, but I feel more comfortable if it was a female. So that's why me and Angela had, offer like, hey, you want us to drive you home, Are you nervous that, your husband will kind of feel some type of way if he see a guy dropping you off? And she was like, no, that's not it. But she said it kind of drunk. I can't even get how she said it right. But she's like, no, that's not it. She just, it was kind of slurring. So it was ridiculous. But she was like, you get the gist of it. She said no. She was okay. So when it kind of threw me for a loop when he said he was still there. So I said, let me call Angela, get up to date. So I called Angela to get her up to date about what Martin just told me. So, in the midst of me literally telling Angela what Martin just told me, Martin had texted me. He texted me and said, I'm effing done with her. And I was like, hold on. I said, Angela, I gotta call you back because something ain't right. And I told her what he said via text. And she was like, yeah, that ain't right. She said, call him and call me back quick when you done. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I call him back. Y'all not even gonna believe this. And this the part that got me mad. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick, so if you hear me sniffling, that's why. What made me mad is that when I called him and asked him what happened, like, why you say F her, he said that he was sitting by her car and he was like 15 minutes went by. So he went in to kind of check on her, make sure she ain't passed out on the table or nothing. He goes in, he says he sees her at the bar still drinking. Now do remind you, he literally walked in because the restaurant we was in, so you walk in, you can see the bar. So as soon as he walked in the door, the entrance, he saw her at the bar drinking, which pissed me off because it's like you already drunk and don't know how you gonna make it home, and you got the nerve to still be drinking. That's strike one. So he comes in to see. He literally takes 4 steps, and security comes up to him and had the audacity to tell him, you gotta leave. She said you making her feel uncomfortable. We finna call the cops. The cops? For what? He's This girl literally made it seem like he was trying to be on some slick stuff and take advantage of her. How is somebody waiting there until your Uber comes? You know what I'm saying? How is that making you feel uncomfortable? Is what I don't understand. And then this is my thing. The guy, Martin, if you were to know Martin, you'll know why I'm mad. Cause Martin is kind of like a nerd. He don't even go out. Like he don't really have friends other than us at work. So that's why we invited him so he can kind of hang out. Like Martin kind of like he like me. He a homebody. He don't have friends, so he don't go out. Like me, I'm a homebody, but I got friends. I go out, and kick it. But he don't have friends. It's pretty much him. He just real, he real family oriented. He just is just him and he with his family. So he don't really go out. Like he just sticks to what he know, and his comfort zone is just him being at home. So the fact that if you look at him, he looks like a nerd, and I tell him that all the time, and he said, "Yeah, I know," but he is a nerd. He say all the time, he's the smartest person I know. But the fact that she made it seem like he was on some slick stuff really pissed me off because it's like, really, did you really call the cops on him? Did you really try to press charges though? And it just made me mad because it's like we asked you. We asked you, did you want us to take you home? Me and Angela. And it's just like, I was just so done. I was so pissed off, y'all. I was like, I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere else. I said I'm not going nowhere else with nobody but my personal friends. Because y'all just do not understand. Because I would have felt so bad if this man had got arrested for something he seriously did not do. Like, legit did not do. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you still in there drinking and you have a baby at home and you trying to drive drunk. I know how to turn up and get drunk, but I'm responsible. I'm never finna drink knowing I have to drive. If I have somebody driving me, yeah. And even if you do have somebody driving you home, I'm still not finna get drunk to the point. She was so drunk, like she kept having to go, when you drink a lot, you gotta go to the bathroom a lot. She was so drunk. She kept having to go to the bathroom. And a couple times, me and Angela had to go in the bathroom and check on her because she would be in there for like 10, 15 minutes. And we go in there. So we walk in the bathroom, we open the door, we hear it snoring, and we like, this chick just fell asleep on the toilet. So we'll have to knock on the bathroom stall. We'll knock on the bathroom stall and it'll make her jump up. And, she'll get up and then, and come out. But it's just like, somebody try to have your back. That's what pissed me off. That's what really pissed me off. Because he was just trying to make sure you was okay. Make sure you made it home okay. And you sitting there trying to make it seem like he a creep. And that hurt his feelings. Like, when I talked to him, he was so pissed off because he was embarrassed and he should have felt embarrassed. I would have felt embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him. He sounded like he was going to break down and cry, but he didn't want to because he was on the phone talking to me. Like, you don't do that. That's crazy. And it's just, when I tell you, because I won't even see her until I go back to work on Monday. But when I tell you, Monday going to be so awkward. It's going to be so awkward. It is. Because she going to be sober. She going to realize what she did. And she's the type of individual that, you know how the type of people that know they're wrong but don't want to admit they're wrong because of their pride. That's her. But it's just like, and I'm going to tell her, I'm not going to make her feel attacked or anything. I'm just going to have a conversation with her to kind of see where her head was at and ask her, like, what was your thought process in getting security on him? When he was just trying to wait till your Uber came, like that made no sense to me. I see if he kept trying to get you to get in his car, never happened. He just was like, I'll wait till Uber gets there. So I just want to know your thought process and thinking that he was on some slick. That's what I don't understand. I'm just gonna ask her that because it's just I'm really confused. I just want to hear her explanation. And if she had a boss to say, you know what, I was wrong, I was drunk, I messed up, I have all the respect in the world for her. But it's just like, girl, you know them people you just want to say, girl, I can't take you nowhere. That's her. That's her. That is her. And it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but at the same time, y'all gotta realize he, for one, don't go out. For two, he don't have friends. So when he finally does go out with people who he finally feel like is his friends, for him to feel like somebody, thought he had bad intentions. I think that's what it was. He was hurt because he's not like that. Like, he was raised by his mom. His family is majority females. So he's around a lot of females other than his father. He wasn't really around males. So he always was respectful. Like, I've talked to his mom and his sister, so I know how he is. Like, he respectful when it comes to women. So instantly when he told me that, I knew that wasn't the case. So he just felt embarrassed and felt like his character was questioned. And he should feel like that because you don't do that. You do not do that at all. Had she said, had she told him, I feel uncomfortable. Had she explained to him how she felt uncomfortable, that would have, you know what I'm saying, cut all that in the bud. It wouldn't have got to that point of you calling security. But some people don't think like I think, act how I act, do what I do. So it's just ridiculous. It is. And then it's just one of those instances where it's like you try to open up, be an optimistic person when it comes to hanging out with new people and making new friends, and then something like that happen, and you like, see, I'm gonna stick to what I know. And that was one of them instances, and I was just like, you know what, I ain't gonna let that one bad experience define how I act with everybody else at my job. You know, it's just, I promise y'all, it's gonna be ridiculous. On Monday, I promise you, on Monday, literally, it's gonna be so awkward. And I promise you, it is. It's gonna be very awkward. But yeah, I'm gonna do an updated video on that though. I'm gonna let y'all know what she say, cause I legit want to know what she was thinking. Like, who does that? And then I promise you, when I was there, I legit seen her take 6 shots and 2 beers, 2 cups of beers. And them wasn't no small shots. They shot glasses was at least this big. Like, that's big. Normal shot glasses be like that. These was big, and the fact that you had 6, no, I don't see how. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. You do. But on a positive note, I was able to purchase the Nick Sugar Trip Advent Calendar. I'm excited though. I am. It's day 1. I do want to kind of see what the first one is. So once you get it, it'll look like this with different numbers inside of it, if y'all can see it. So this is one. So I want to open it to see what's inside of it. And you kind of pull it open. So once I pulled it open, that's what was inside of it. So I'm going to take it out and let's look. So it looks like this. So once you open it up, it's highlighter. And I'm excited to use it. So I want to kind of test it out to see. Rub it a little bit. And then you put it on your wrist. Ooh, that's sparkly. I promise y'all, that is so gorgeous. Oh my God. And I love a good highlight. I promise you, I love a good highlight. Oh my God, I'm so in love with that. That just shook me because I did not think I would like it. Oh my God. Video coming soon. I'm gonna do a review on the highlighter, but I can't wait to try it out. Yo, my makeup is starting to kind of get oily. I've had my makeup on since 7 this morning. 7. Yes, I said 7 this morning. The only thing I did put on for the sake of this video is my lipstick. That's it. But you can kind of see where I'm starting to get oily on the sides of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead a little bit. My chin is actually okay, and kind of my jawline is actually okay, but it's kind of like in this area, nose, kind of like my T-zone. But other than that, my makeup did hold up pretty good today, so I am impressed. I think the reason under my eyes is good. It's just pretty much right here in my nose, like I said before. And I think the reason my under eye and my jaw area kind of lasted good without kind of looking shiny or looking oily was because I used the airspun powder. When I tell y'all, like, I don't know what I've been doing in my life. Like, that powder is legit. Like, that's the only powder. Like, at first I was using that midnight banana powder, but I wasn't really caring for the yellow undertone that it was giving me when I was using it. And I just wanted to try something new. And a lot of people have been kind of raving about the airspun. So I said, let me try it. But what I did, I'm not going to lie, you can obviously see because the oiliness, I didn't put a lot of it in my T-zone. So that's the places that you see that looks kind of oily is the places that I didn't put a lot on it. But I will be doing an updated everyday makeup look. So stay tuned for that. That is coming soon. Thank you for listening to that story time. You know what? Give me your opinion on trying to have friendships at jobs in general, at the workplace. With me, like I said, I'm cool with everybody I work with, even though, she did something I felt like was stupid. The girl that was drunk. I don't hate her. I just want to see where her headspace is, and I just want. I'm a fair person. I want to hear everyone's side. I heard his side. I feel like it's only fair to hear her side. So that's why I do want to kind of talk to her, kind of one on one, and I don't want everyone to, be around. So I don't want her to feel attacked. So, but I do want y'all to kind of let me know your thoughts on trying to have friendships in the workplace. Does it work out for y'all? I don't know. So far it's working out for me. With any friendship you have your ups and your downs. Just like with family. That's normal. So far it's working for me. Does it work for you? That's what I want to know. And if not, what's the main factor in it not working out is what I want to know. But again, thank you all for watching. I will be doing an updated everyday makeup look connect with me. Follow me on all social media. My username to all social media will be in the description box. So click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll know when my next video is up. But I will see you all tomorrow for day 2 of my Vlogmas. Bye.